New York's independent redistricting process has come to a stalemate after commissioners could not come to an agreement. But what does this mean for the southern tier, and will lawmakers preserve the rural nature of this congressional district?
The Independent Redistricting Commission met virtually on Monday to approve one set of newly drawn maps. Instead, panel Democrats and Republicans accused each other of partisanship and could not come to a consensus on a single plan. However, what they did agree on is what Southern Tier lawmakers were most concerned about.
We want to preserve that Southern Tier rural nature, agricultural-based type district.
Democrats and Republicans both presented congressional maps which included a Southern Tier district.
That is something that I think is in the interest of everybody in the Southern Tier, to have a district that is of rural nature.
Ending in a 5-5 deadlock vote, the state legislature will either be deciding between the two sets of maps or to throw them out entirely.
A lot of people are expecting that is what will happen next week, that these maps will be very quickly thrown in the garbage.
The commission has until the end of February to come to a consensus.
And the commission will take another crack at it. I wouldn't be shocked if what the commission produces in the next round is thrown in the garbage.
And if they can't agree, the process would go back to the Democrat-controlled legislature, who would have the power to draw their own maps.
And then ultimately, the state legislature will be the entity that draws the lines. Now, those lines could be very different than what we saw yesterday.
And then in that case, Southern Tier lawmakers are back to their main concern.
The question will be, if the maps get sent to the legislature, will the legislative majorities agree and continue to kind of adhere to that thinking of preserving a Southern Tier based congressional district?